Health is here at the stock exchange to ring the closing bell as it marks its investor day. The stock sitting at an all-time high as it meets with those investors. And joining me now with more is the CEO of Cardinal Health, Jason Hollar. Jason, welcome.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Congratulations. It's got to be a good feeling hosting your investor day here at the stock exchange with the stock at a record. How did we get here?
Well, we had a lot of great updates today, but I would put it into a couple of different key areas. First of all, the underlying market and utilization has been very strong for the overall industry, but specifically what we highlighted here today is that we have a very strong core and we're continuing to invest into it. We announced some additional investments to additional new DCs, distribution centers, for our largest business, our pharma business, but we're also making other investments in our direct-to-patient at-home business, making another $150 million of investments in our nuclear and precision health business to further expand our capacity there. And we are launching today the formation of the Specialty Alliance to really drive more physician office specialty business into the multi-specialty space that includes gastroenterology, urology, and other therapeutic areas. So we're just expanding throughout the enterprise.
You joined us at the stock exchange in 2023 for your investor day 2 years ago. We look at the stock and it has been certainly of late just a pretty smooth ride up. What's behind that?
Yeah, it's really been broad-based growth. So what we've seen beyond the utilization I referenced is that we have grown very aggressively within the specialty space. Our CAGR there, our growth rates have been about 14%, and that's the largest, fastest growing part of the pharmaceutical market today. But these other growth businesses, our nuclear, at-home, and OptiFreight businesses, they're higher margin businesses, they're faster growing businesses, and we announced some new investments there today again. Then that will, I think, give us more confidence that we'll continue to drive that going forward. And our announcements today also were providing long-term EPS guidance of 12 to 14% growth. So very significant growth that's backed by these initiatives.
Mm-hmm. What strategic initiatives and deals are helping fuel your growth?
So we made acquisitions in two key areas over the last 12 months. Primarily the specialty area, again, the fastest growing part of the pharmaceutical business. And we did that in the specialty physician MSO space. So these managed service organizations that help physicians manage their business. And we also did an acquisition in our patient direct at-home solutions business. And so this was a very synergistic opportunity for us where we already had the business today and we acquired Advanced Diabetes Supply. They bring to the relationship a very strong customer relationship, patient acquisition process. We're very strong operationally. So the combination of these two businesses have been a perfect fit.
Yeah, obviously the company has been growing and pursuing strategic initiatives and deals, but talk to me more about the core and what has stayed true in the core that has gotten you to this position.
Sure, it's something that we really prioritized in the first 18 months of my tenure as CEO about 3 years ago. We spent a little bit less time on some of these growth initiatives. We focused on that core distribution mainly, and we did that through just good old-fashioned KPI type of focus. We did make a lot of investments in our capital expenditures. This year, we are spending about 50% more in our capital than we were 4 to 5 years ago. So we've really reinvested back into the business to make sure our customers were getting the products when they needed them and where they needed them. And that's really improved our service levels. And so it's a great example of we benefited from the efficiencies and they're benefiting from higher service levels. So a true win-win.
I'd like to learn more about your customer base, who it is, and how they interact with your services and products.
Well, that's what's so exciting about our organization is that we are the end-to-end provider of services for the pharmaceutical industry. So it's really practically any type of healthcare provider. So it could be the health systems, it can be the large retail chains, it could be the small retail chains, direct to patient type of business as well, the specialty physician offices. So if you're providing medical products or pharmaceutical products to a provider, you're going to most likely be working with us in some capacity.
You did share guidance with us a little bit earlier on in this conversation. What else is ahead for Cardinal Health?
Well, continued growth. We are investing heavily, both organically, as I mentioned, but also inorganically. So we're going to keep driving that. And we've given a number of different updates to our guidance this year. We're now almost at the end of our fiscal year. And with this initiation of 12 to 14% guidance for fiscals 26 to 28, we've got all the actions in place to continue to drive that.
Jason, anything else our viewers should know here on your Investor Day at the Stock Exchange?
Well, just that we have a fantastic team that when you look at my direct reports and the team that's been with me through this journey, they haven't turned over at all over the last 3 years. So this is a team that's executed the strategy. They've done a fantastic job and we're full steam ahead.
Jason Hollar, CEO of Cardinal Health, thank you so much for joining me right here at the Stock Exchange.